you feel free while you're here because nobody's like looking at you, judging you. You're just like, everybody's just happy to be around you.
The people are very, very proud of who they are and where they came from and where they are now.
They have the most beautiful people I have ever seen. I never seen someone run up to me and just want me to give them a hug. I could have 100 calculators in my book sack, and I seen a girl just come up, can I just have a hug?
I mean, I thought it was like the jungle and, you know, all these poor people. Now, it's like, I love it. I love the people. And even though, like, they don't have as much as I do, like, the way they act, their, you know, their power and their character is just, like, awesome. Like, I love it.
This trip to South Africa has been amazing. The only word I can think to really describe it is just that it's been a miracle. And I know that the 7 chaperones and 15 students who are here with me have been changed forever, and that none of our lives will ever be the same. I knew that all of these students would truly feel the spirit and the positive energy of South Africa, and that they would go home uplifted and with a true desire to make a difference in the lives of others.
And the one place they picked, of all places in the world to visit, they wanted to come to South Africa. Because when they learned about your people, your history, your strength, your warmth, and your unity, they were fascinated. And they wanted to come here to learn from you.
We'd like to welcome you to our school and to our country.
We were greeted with such an overwhelming warmth at every school we visited. And even when we went to the no-go zones where everyone said it was too dangerous for us to visit, that is where we found the students were the most appreciative and the most excited to see us. And these are students who are in a condition where their schools have no electricity, no running water, no textbooks, broken windows, and overcrowded classrooms with up to 80 students in some classes, and yet still they have such an overwhelming respect, a desire to learn, and a determination. It was just incredible.
How are you today?
We are fighting. How are you?
You are a wonderful class. You are very well behaved, very polite, and I can see on your faces that you are also very intelligent.
A lot of kids in America, they don't want to learn. These kids, even though they have overcrowded classrooms and, you know, don't have enough resources, these kids are eager to learn.
We have a cafeteria, we have food to eat, we have electricity and stuff like that. They don't have anything. They're learning in a trailer, and that's really sad.
I like visiting the orphanages and like seeing how happy the children were, even though they were like had a lot of distress in their life, you know, at a very young age. And it just like really made me happy.
We did bring some gifts for the South African students. We brought notebooks, pencils, calculators, t-shirts, and other items. What we found was that the South African students really wanted to just talk, to connect, to interact with us, and to share their culture with us and to learn more about ours. And we did share with them. We danced and we sang, and we even got the opportunity to show them how to double dutch, which was really fun because that was something that many of the students had never seen.
They just wanted to be known. Because a lot of people think that, well, these people, they're nothing, this third world country or anything. It's not. It's totally different.
Some people are like very influenced by the condition, like just because I'm poor, I'm gonna act bad. These kids don't think like that. I'm poor, so I'm gonna be happy with all my heart.
Everyone on the trip agrees that the South Africans have given us so much more than we could ever give them. Mainly, they've shared with us their spirit, their energy, and their unconditional love.
These people are treating us like we were celebrities, like we really mattered in life.
My name is EJ. I'm 15. I'm from New York.
A lot of people like me back in New York, but the way these kids act is like they have to let you know. And I feel really happy that I'm making people happy.
When we got to Forte High School today, the students finally got the opportunity to meet their pen pals that they have been riding back and forth with since last year. And it was really neat to hear the students say that what they realized when they got face to face with their pen pal wasn't so much what was different, but how much was the same.
It was really a good feeling to meet them finally, and I really didn't want to leave because they're so nice. It made you feel all good inside.
I found out my pen pal and I have a lot in common.
This is my pen pal right here.
Look at what my pen pal gave me.
This is my pen pal right here.
Meeting my pen pal for the first time was really amazing. He's such an amazing guy, and I've learned a lot from him. And he says he's learned a lot from me.
I was kind of nervous that she wouldn't like me, but when we started talking, I realized that me and her were just alike.
We found out really quickly that music is a universal language.
It's just like natural down here. This music is like your heartbeat. It just controls everything.
I mean, here we are in another country with people we don't know, but instantly we are bonded with them just because of the power of music and the power of dancing. And every school where we visit, that's the first thing they want to do for us. They want to sing, they want to dance, and they want to share their spirit.
It's just music, and they dance with all their heart. They don't care who's looking. And that shows their confidence and brings people out.
People dancing, which I love to do, and I connect with them with ease, no problems.
You see that music brings two people together. Not just two individual people, but two people as a group.
I have never been a freedom fighter, but I was convinced that I was going to participate in building a rainbow nation.
These people have lived the actual struggle. They have lived the struggle. My generation in America, and probably the generation before me, they don't know struggle.
South Africa, my motherland, the land of my forefathers.
Our generation really didn't have to fight for nothing. We already had the freedom, so I guess that's why we really don't appreciate and cherish our freedom the way the South Africans do.
While we were at the Hector Peterson Museum, we were also touched by the displays about apartheid and the human rights struggle in South Africa. And we were basically the only people there. And then all of a sudden, all these helicopters are swarming outside, and these black cars are pulling up, and police are everywhere, and the workers in the museum are going, "He is coming, he is coming." And we were like, "Who is coming?" And we all ran outside, and we looked, and the doors to one of the black cars opened, and all of a sudden, the 6'4" Nelson Mandela just stepped out.
It was out of this world. The people were just running down the street screaming, "Mandela is coming."
And chills just went all the way up and down my spine. I think one of the chaperones summed it up best when she said it was as if God himself had stepped out of that car, and he walked toward us and smiled at us, and there was such a peace and a joy and a beauty on his face. It was the most amazing moment I've ever experienced.
When I saw Nelson Mandela, I was just like, oh my God, because you could just feel his presence.
That was just like the most powerful day of my life.
He spoke to me. He asked me why I look so hungry.
Oh my God, we got to see Nelson Mandela. We were close enough to touch him, to actually reach out and touch him, and I'm shaking all over. I'm so excited.
This man was in jail for 27 years, and he still got a smile on his face. But this man, to have the joy that he had, that's amazing, and I love it. And I want to be more like him, and I'm going to try. I'm really trying.
I never thought something like this would happen. It's amazing.
Me either. This is a magical moment. Handshake.
It seems like this week has gone by just so fast.
I think it was a great thing to have you hear it from real people who live in this country, to experience what we experience every day.
South Africa has given me a really good insight and made me feel a lot grateful for everything that I had back home instead of taking everything for granted.
Look at this one. We see that we should change, but until we do something about it, you know what I'm saying, it's invalid.
So I hope that when you go back home, you will share what you have learned from our country with the people in your country, so that maybe we can change the mindset of many people about what Africa is, and then we can build a better world for all of us.
I'm gonna tell people about what I learned and how kids are so happy, but they're less fortunate than we are, but they still have that joy that we don't have. And I'm gonna tell people that you could be positive, because you could be whatever you want to be.